If you look at the Hawks, they're in second, looking to take over the first spot. And, of course, the Chicago Bulls. They're much further down in the standings right now.
And, you know, right now for Atlanta, they've been taking no prisoners here in the early part of the season. It's been a very fast start and a lot of focus for this group.
Yeah, they're using that F word, focus. A lot of teams suffer from a lack of concentration in the early part of the season, but not this team. They're ready to play right from the opening tip of the very first game.
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Reza Shea is out there with Julius Randle. Then it's Trae Young. Then it's Markelle Fultz. And it's Reed in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Randle. Zach LaVine unable to get his last shot to go. The kick out to Young. A three-pointer is right on target. How does the development, Greg, of role players affect the team?
It can be a major factor. Being able to fill the needs of a team, that's what it's all about. A shot here, a block there, structural players, critical.
And here's Vucevic, following the three-pointer by Trae Young. Williams gets the bucket.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Here's Reza Shea. Young up top, White covering. Young pass to Randle, fires the three. Chicago grabs the miss. Victory eluded them last time in Atlanta when they faced the Hawks.
Yeah, I mean, their execution at times was flawless, but they also made some mistakes that ultimately did them in.
Well, they had the home fans worried for a little bit. I know that.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Reed against Vucevic. Here's Young. And it's good off the back rim and in. Young's got 5.
Well, if you overplay Trae Young, he will go right by you. He's going to make that adjustment.
Fultz against Giddey. Here's Vucevic. Reed with the rebound. And for Atlanta, they come in off a good outing against the Warriors in San Francisco. And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose, an MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
Here's Reza Shea. Young's shot is off.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
A wide open look here for Vucevic. And the Bulls with another miss.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Vucevic with the block.
Well-timed by Vucevic. Not a center who piles up blocks, but this guy picks his spot.
Chicago making some changes. Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Vucevic. And Ball subbed in for Josh Giddey.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Let's take a moment to see the squads that have been the most dominant on the glass this season. The Hawks, number 1.
They are tenacious when it comes to attacking the backboard. Physical, smart, and determined. No surprise to see them at the top of the rankings.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Williams finds LaVine. Bulls moving the ball around. Outside Williams. Pass to LaVine. Back to Williams. And a miss there on the triple. Atlanta leading by 3. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, I got a few minutes with Billy Donovan. Now, I talked with him about the challenges of guarding someone like Trae Young. Coach said, as soon as he crosses half court, you got to be on him. I told our guys, no separation. Of course, this defense will have to be very aggressive and hope to stop Trae. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks. Now LaVine, after Markelle Fultz missed from long range. Young outside. Ball with the rebound. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. The Bulls shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Some changes for Chicago. Torrey Craig comes in for Patrick Williams. And it's Dosunmu in for Kobe White. Smith sets the pick for Levine. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Jalen Johnson.
Now a veteran in this league. Levine wants to compete for championships at this stage of his career.
And the Bulls making a change here. Lofton's checked in. When you talk about a guy taking a leap, Jalen Johnson took huge steps forward in his 3rd NBA season.
Kevin, how many times have we seen it where a really talented young player is playing on a team that has star power? And so naturally, they're able to settle into the role they're going to play. That is what has happened with Jalen Johnson. I expect him to take another leap forward this season.
Here is Daniels after the made shot from Zach LaVine. Randall against Smith. Randall no good.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
With the putback. It's good on the putback.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Here's Daniels. No scoring in this one. Nance outside. Back to Daniels. Pass to Roddy. Over in the corner, Randall. Clock at 6. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Yeah, Randall does a good job. His frame alone helps to create some space. Just with a little pivot there, able to find a way to score.
Here's LaVine, and he's knocked off course by the D. The foul call. He'll shoot free throws. That one on Nance. The Bulls shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. Atlanta making a switch here, and so LaVine nails both of them.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Nance outside. Back to Young. Pass to Daniels. Now here's Johnson. And here's Young from the arc. That one falls. Coming off the Johnson feed. Young's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
We're at the end of the first, Clark, in a close game so far. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Bulls, guys, what do you think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
They've got Levine, Lonzo Ball out there with Dosunmu. Then it's Josh Giddey, and it's Smith in at center. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. And Chicago shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Now for an update on Vucevic's injury. Let's go to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with Chicago's head athletic trainer. Oh, that is not what you want to see, and it sounds like it's a serious injury. It's tough news for the momentum of the team at this stage of the season. That's all we've got for now. Back to you, Kevin.
Good information, David. He's certainly been on our minds. Now, at least, great, we have a little more clarity.
Yeah, now they have the information they need to take the best course of action.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside his teammates and competing.
Now Levine. Larry Nance missing from long range. Over Daniels. Levine can't hit.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
The 19-foot shot. Stolen away. Giddey, no one around him. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Giddey's got the lead up to 3 now for the Bulls. And now looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
And boy, when you see someone hurting like this, it's always scary.
Yeah, it reminds you of what's really important. Health number one. Everything else comes after that.
Julius Randle's checked in for Atlanta. Now let's take a look at the list of players who have been absolutely lighting it up. These are the NBA scoring leaders over the last 10 games. Trae Young on top.
Quite a roll he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
Now, here is Young. He picked up 30 points in their last win against the Golden State Warriors. Pass to Roddy. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. The Bulls leading by 3. Outside, Levine. Smith with a screen on Nance. Levine passes to Smith. And it's off from three-point range. Hawks have gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Buffkin, no good. Chicago's gone 1-2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And Giddey gets it to go. Over the course of a season, each team takes on a certain personality. Brent, do coaches try to shape that personality based on their roster?
Well, Kevin, it's a great question, and I think the best coaches in our league adapt to the personality of the team as it starts to formulate throughout the season. You lean in to what guys naturally are. Some success comes with that.
The Bulls have only one missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them. Williams, he's checked in for Josh Giddey. Last game for Chicago, it was a loss to Milwaukee.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Deep 2 from Ball. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And aggressiveness from Lonzo showing that he's getting better and better at these quick offensive decisions.
Pass to Buffkin. Back to Young. They need this. Levine with the rebound. Levine's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
So it's Atlanta now. Zach LaVine unable to get his last shot to go. 4-on-3 break. Here's Williams, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Chicago.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
They've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition, so that focus on fast break add to your total in a hurry.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Vucevic comes in for Jalen Smith, and it's Kobe White in for Dosunmu. Let's check in with our Hall of Famer David Aldridge for an injury update on Jalen Johnson. David, what's the news?
Guys, I was able to catch up with the Hawks head athletic trainer. Now, he told me that it's a knee sprain, and it's definitely painful, but it's fortunate it wasn't worse. His day is over, and it looks like he's going to be out for a number of games. It's tough news for this team to process. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
Yeah, not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
Yeah, and this makes it particularly rough for this team. Other teammates now are going to have to step up, and it seems like it's going to be an extended period of time, so not easy to do.
Here's Ball after the basket by Atlanta. Pass to Levine. And it's Reza Shea with the rebound. Reza Shea's got his 4th rebound in this one. Young finds Reed. Cans it from downtown. Reed's got it back down to single digits for the Hawks.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
And it's Fultz with the ball for the Hawks. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about the game plan as it was establishing early confidence to get that win.
Josh Giddey's checked in for Chicago. Teams value the 3 so much nowadays. Let's check out the best at it. The 4th spot held by the Hawks.
No doubt. They have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
The Bulls leading by 4. Here's Levine. He's coming off a 13-point game against Milwaukee. Giddey kicks to White. Over Young. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. White's got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Now here's Fultz. Still scoreless. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Free throw line jump shot. Atlanta with the rebound. Reeves got 5 rebounds tonight.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Pass to Fultz. Here's Reed. Lets it fly from 18. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Bean passes to Giddey. Vucevic a screen on Young. Here's Giddey. Drops it in from 11 feet. Giddey's got 7 points here in this quarter.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's Chicago leading by 3. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Here with head coach Billy Donovan. Coach, it's been back and forth in the first half. What's it going to come down to?
Well, obviously it's close. We know we're playing against a great team, so we just got to keep grinding and keep playing.
We'll see how it turns out, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shots. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot.
Welcome, everyone, to halftime.
You look at their success so far, and the result is great execution. They're playing within themselves and within the system.
Which I suppose accounts for the low turnover total. Or that's just me. All right, fellas, time now to take a look at these early season standings in the East.
Looking at the Bulls, they're right where I expected them to be. The effort is there, but their play is inconsistent. Feels like they're still constructing this roster. We'll see what
And that's all for us.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
On the court right now for the Hawks, they've got Reza Shea. Nice read out there with Randall. And it's Young, and it's Fultz in at the 2-guard spot.
You can see there just the threat of Young pulling up. It's going to open up the 2-man game. The defender forced to come out and respect the deep shot, and Trae able to make the play.
Here's Giddey. Offline with his 3. The Hawks trailing. Young dishes to Randall. Reza Shea in the corner. Here's Reed. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. And here are the Bulls now. They've held a 12-point lead early. Takes it from 10. Giddey, no good. Atlanta's shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Reed picks to Young. And he's good on the 3-ball. Young's got 17 now.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Pass to Giddey. looking around. Vucevic to the pass to White. Williams a screen. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. White's got his second bucket of the game to go. Hey, Greg, Kobe White has proven he can run the show.
Well, he's more than just a scorer. He's become a quality playmaker with better decision-making. But his biggest improvement has been his efficiency.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively. Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Randall from outside. And Vucevic pulls it down. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Chicago. It's a 1-point game. The quick look, no good that time.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Young outside. Pass to Rizachet. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Bulls have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Giddey against Reed. Here's Vucevic. Nobody near Williams. There's 3-pointers off the mark.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Randall from outside. Atlanta again missing.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Here's Giddey. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
Giddey has the ability from that area to become a scorer.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Ayo Dosunmu is checked in for Chicago. Lonzo Ball comes in for White. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Waddy's checked in. The Hawks trail by 3. Young outside. Pass to Reed. Randall down low. He's against Williams. Roddy. Offensive rebound. And Randall throws it down.
So active and understanding more and more with his experience where to be to get offensive rebounds is Julius Randle.
And here is Giddey. Plenty of space. Atlanta with the rebound. Randall's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Young finds Randall. Hawks passing it around. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Bulls have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Here's Dosunmu. Rebounded by the Hawks. A minute 50 left in the third quarter. Here's Young. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Young's got 19 points.
All about getting into a rhythm as a shooter. When Trae Young finds his, he's pretty fine at taking those shots.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Some changes for Chicago. Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Patrick Williams. And Talen Horton-Tucker subbed in for Josh Giddey.
Squad, get loud and let them hear you. Our loudest fans are getting t-shirts. Who wants one? Fans, let's hear you one more time for the incredible.
Here's Dosunmu. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got his 6th rebound on the night. Inside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
There's the inside in Randall's inside-out game.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
The 3-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
Well, looking at the stat sheet, I could just see here tonight sharing the basketball. The stat that comes up most is assists. So sometimes you have to look for your teammate. That makes things happen. They've done it.
Here's Smith. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Here's Randall. He's got 7. We've got 1:13 left to play in the third. Matthews passes to Randall. Buries the long-range jumper. Randall's got 8 here in the quarter.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Outside ball. Here's the 3. And the 3 ball is good. Horton Tucker's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Clock management, this is where they can get a 2 for 1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Vucevic against Randall. Here's Bufkin. Still without a basket. Daniels, no good. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Osumu finds ball. Here's Smith. Vucevic to the pass to Horton Tucker. Pass the ball. Just 5 to shoot. A shot off that time. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Bulls lead by 1. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
It doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Smith is out there with Torrey Craig. Then it's Zach LaVine. Then it's Dosunmu. And it's Ball in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Chicago. And here's Young from the arc. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Young's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Hawks. Pass to Craig. Rebounded by the Hawks. Now Young. Lets it go. And again, it's Atlanta.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Now here's Dosunmu. And here's Smith, covered by Nance. Smith against Nance. Smith left side. There's Ball with the 3. The rebound by Nance.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Young outside. There's a good screen. Pass to Roddy. Oh, good with the triple.
There's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
LaVine. Nance gets the rebound. Nance has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Bulls trail by 4. Outside, Ball. Pass to Dosunmu. Now here's Ball. For the 3. Here's Gay. Young taking his time here. Here's Roddy. That 3 off the mark.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And the Bulls will go for a different look here. Vucevic checked in for Jalen Smith. Williams comes in for Torrey Craig. Josh Giddey's checked in for Dosunmu. And it's Kobe White in for Lonzo Ball. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to what Billy Donovan said to his team. The coach told his players, hey, they're feeling the pressure over there. Keep pressing, keep fighting. They're starting to crack. Now let's get this game even, guys.
Thank you, David. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Here's Giddey.
And the jump shots haven't gone in often enough here, as well as the free throw attempts being lacking.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Pass to Shea. White against Young. Randall from outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 4th assist in this one. And here's Levine, who brings it up for Chicago. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And how about the confidence on display from Levine? Just daring the D to get physical with it.
And so Levine nails both of them.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Young against White. Young dishes to Randall.
And yes, there's been growth in Julius Randle and his game year after year, adding little things, but this big man focuses on playing to his strengths.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
And that will add to a healthy lead after that trip to the free throw line.
Here's Levine, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And one of the strengths of Levine's game, that ability to lure the D into fouls. Get into the wrong position, and he'll make you pay. Boy, did they need those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
Pass to Fultz. And he drives in. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Williams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. So the first one drops, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And he is unable to get the second one.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
Young outside. Randall a screen on Giddey. Young pass to Randall. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 5 assists in the game. There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Number 3, Levine drills the three-pointer. Levine's got 7 now in this quarter.
Big basket there. We've seen Levine blossom into a star in this league, a guy teams count on in big moments.
And Young kicks to Randall. Yes!
This is who you go to in the clutch. Randall stepping up big time.
Chicago has gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Bean passes to Williams. Got it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Fultz. Shot clock at 6. Randall is doubled. Shea wide open. No good on the 3. And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Don't force something up. You got to be smart here.
17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Giddey, no good. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he ends up missing both free throws.
Yeah, just a golden opportunity that's lost right there. Now, we still got a game.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Second personal foul. 14 foul.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
And so the Hawks take the win. And this is their first win of the group stage after losing their first 2 games.
And as it stands,